So hi and welcome back to my channel. So a new role has been introduced for carers in the UK just to support with that career progression. So in this video, I'm going to be saying how much would you expect to earn if you get this particular job? What are the requirements? What are you expected to do? Who is this for, etc, etc. So if you're a carer or you're keen on applying for jobs as a carer, you 100% want to watch this video till the end because this is something that is of interest to you and it's obviously fantastic. And before I get started, I'm doing a live session the end of this month where you can simply check the comment section below. You simply drop your name and your email and you get a Zoom link to be able to join me during that live session. We'll be talking about career progression in the UK. So if you clicked on this video, look, 100% that particular live session is going to be ideal for you because I have a private coaching program where I support nurses, carers, student nurses, prospective student nurses, UK aspirants with career progression in the UK. So this is something that I know a lot about, an industry that I'm passionate about, and a pathway that I'm very, very keen on. So if you're new to the channel, it's a pleasure to have you on here. If you're a returning subscriber, obviously, I do appreciate the time you take to watch these videos. And most importantly, if you're implementing the things that I talk about, then yes, you should rightfully be here. So if you haven't subscribed, hit subscribe right now. Turn on that notification button because you 100% want to be the first to be notified every single time when I drop a new video on here. So this particular role is called the care assistant practitioner. By the way, I love the name. Like me, I work as an advanced nurse practitioner. So I think that, just putting this name for this particular title and this particular role is just amazing and it's so encouraging. And it's also good to see that they're bringing up other pathways for carers because look, it's not every carer that necessarily wants to become a nurse, but at the same time, you also want to have other things that you want to develop into. You want that those carers that have developed advanced skills should be able to progress and be able to earn more through positions like this. So how much would this be paying? So if you're a carer, obviously in the UK, you earn 20,000 to 21,000 pounds per year maximum. If you're a senior carer, you earn 21,000 to 23,000 pounds maximum. For this particular role, care assistant practitioner, you're going to start from 23,000 and then go up to about 27,000 pounds per year, which is amazing. So looking at the agenda for change pay scale, that is a band 4. And so this is quite similar to the role of a nursing associate, but obviously with a nursing associate, you've got to be registered with the NMC. If you're wondering what this role is, I've done a full video about how to become a nursing associate in the UK because look, the truth is, apart from being a carer in this beautiful country, there are many other roles in healthcare, both clinical and non-clinical healthcare jobs that are so highly paid and that also provide visa sponsorship to come to the UK. But obviously, if you're not aware, you're just going to be applying for the carer jobs thinking, oh, there's nothing else. No, there's a lot more. And like I say, I've done videos about all these different roles. And if you're part of my private coaching program, then obviously I can support you apply for these other jobs depending on what your preferences are, where you live, what's your flexibility. Because the truth is, the people who are more flexible, as in terms of geographical location, they get the best opportunities in the UK. If you're less flexible and they don't have many of these opportunities where you live, then you're going to be very, very restricted. And look, let me tell you, as an immigrant in this country, the best thing you can do for yourself is to be flexible. You don't want to be so fixed in a particular region or a particular area, especially if you don't have the opportunities that you need. So please consider flexibility as it's going to enable you have access to some of the best opportunities in this country. So like I was saying, the care assistant practitioner role, that is the pay. You're going to start at 23,000 and then progress right up to about 27,000. To put this into context, qualified nurses start from about 27,000. So that's pretty good. But obviously, I'm going to say, as somebody who is keen on career progression, the best thing you can do is progress completely into other roles. But this role is pretty good because it's that stepping stone into taking up more responsibility. Because with this role, depending on where you're working, you're going to have more advanced duties than the carers as well as the senior carers. Because obviously this role is between a senior carer and a staff nurse. So you're still going to be under direct supervision of a staff nurse, still having a nurse as your guide, as your mentor, as a person that you're reporting to, but you're kind of more independent when it comes to other carers as well as senior carer roles. So roles like cannulation, doing ECGs. They have also talked about care plans. So, care assistant practitioners will be able to update patients' care plans, but still under direct supervision, obviously, of a qualified nurse. You'll be able to complete documentation, which also is amazing, which means that the nursing side of documentation, you can complete it rather than just the carer section of it. You can also just act as a team leader within a particular department, which again is something that is huge, because just having that responsibility is something that's going to prepare you for your future career prospects, whether you're wanting to become a doctor, which, by the way, I've just dropped a video on how to become a doctor in the UK, fully funded apprenticeship. You'll be paid £27,000 per year to train to become a doctor. So again, these are opportunities that you do want to take. These are career progression pathways that are there for you to take advantage of, rather than just stay stuck in the same position. So whether you're a carer, you're not even in healthcare, these are opportunities that you should be looking out for. Because like myself, I started out as a carer, working in a nursing home, and then eventually progressed to now working as an advanced nurse practitioner. So you can start from anywhere, but it's just doing all these little, additions and all these other courses and all these different updates and upgrades, so that you eventually get to where you want to get to. It's not that you wake up overnight and you're who knows what. So again, if there's something you're keen on, you want to check the comment section below and make sure that you join my newsletter, so that you can attend that live session that is coming up, and we will talk all about career progression in the UK. Because like I said, I've got a private coaching program where I support with career progression in the UK. So this is something that I know a lot about and that I'm particularly passionate about. Because look, many of us are unhappy in our jobs. It's not because the jobs are not good for us, it's because we feel stuck. It's because we feel, what else can we do? And when you look at the pay in healthcare, it's pretty bad and pretty low. So looking for opportunities like this, where you continue to earn a little bit more, it's incredibly helpful. So you do want to make sure that you're considering all these pathways. You want to make sure that you take advantage of all these different opportunities that are coming up. If you're somebody who is part of my private coaching program, obviously I'll support you with that journey. What are the requirements? What are you working right now? Which UK employers are actually recruiting for these positions right now? We'll be able to look into that together when we get during our live sessions. Obviously, we do have weekly live sessions every Thursdays, 8:30 p.m. UK time. We explore those opportunities, talk about what else is new. But if you're not part of my private coaching program, obviously that's why I bring this information, so that you're also aware and you can do your research yourself and make sure that you get these opportunities as well. Because the UK is full of opportunity, but the truth is nobody's going to bring them to you. You need to be assertive, you need to be confident, you need to be ready and able to go out there, find these opportunities for yourself and get onto them. So this particular pathway is so amazing. And one of the things I actually like about it is that you'll be able to do audits as well. So audits are very, very important for career progression and just looking at service improvement. Because if you do an audit, you're going to think, okay, are people completing the documentation? If not, what can I do to bring about change? What can I do to improve the situation? So for this particular care assistant practitioner role, you'll be able to do audits as well within your area. So it doesn't matter whether you're working in a nursing home, in a residential home, but these are roles that you'll be able to take. Like I've said, it's similar to a nursing associate role, but you don't require registration with the NMC. But in the future, I can see pathways from this role progressing into nursing and into other senior healthcare positions. So, you want to take advantage of these positions. One of the things also that I've said about this role is that you will be able to administer medications. So you'll be trained in medication administration. I can also see that obviously you won't be able to administer IVs, because that will be left for the qualified nurses, because obviously nursing associates, even currently, and though they're registered with the NMC, they're still not able to administer IVs. So I think this is going to be the same with this role. You're going to get the training that you need, and that is required in order for you to do this. So do keep an eye, if you're a carer or you're planning to come to the UK as a carer, you're currently looking for carer jobs, this is an excellent opportunity for you to progress into. And like I've said, if you're part of my private coaching program, then I will be able to support you with that transition. Obviously, if you're keen on living from a carer to a senior carer to then a care assistant practitioner role, or you just want to get into nursing, then obviously these are all pathways that are there to just make sure that, carers also have opportunities to grow into, not just nursing, especially if you're not keen on becoming a nurse. Because, like I've said, there are many other things that you can do. But obviously, progressing into nursing is what most carers do because you already know what the job is. You've already basically got all the requirements. But then the challenge is, which pathway should you pursue? Which pathway should you follow? How do you go about it? Is the how that many people struggle with. So please, this year I'm calling it a year for implementation. It's about taking action. You don't sit on information in 2023. You need to act immediately. You get the right information. Go online, do more research. If you've got any questions, again, leave them in the comment section below. And again, join that newsletter. If you like the content, I want you to, just like the video. It lets me know they enjoy content like this. Also, it's not even going to take you up to 30 seconds to do. If you join my newsletter below, then you're going to get a link to attend a live session where we'll be able to talk about these career progression pathways. And obviously, the session is going to be for an hour. So that is time for us to just discuss further and look at those opportunities that are there. So the care assistant pathway is something that I'm particularly, I embrace the opportunity because anything to progress is well worth it. I remember 10 years ago when I was working, obviously, was it 10 years ago? Yeah, I was working, as a carer. I would have embraced this opportunity because I went into nursing. I was ready to just upgrade myself, to just be able to do more, to take on more responsibility. And so I know that there are many other carers out there. If you're watching this, you're likely, like me, keen on taking on more responsibility, keen on progressing. You don't want to be stuck earning 20,000 per year. It is not worth it for you. If you've got a family, you've got kids, how do you cope on 20,000 per year? How do you live on 20,000? It is not sustainable. And looking at the crisis right now, and the cost of living in the UK, it is incredibly high. So any career opportunity you have to be able to earn more while working, fewer hours is something that is a must. I cannot stress enough. It is not about doing extra hours in order to earn more. No, because when you're doing extra hours, you're giving up your time. And like I say, many of us have families who are not able to spend time with our kids. And that's so disheartening. Because if you're doing this and you're saying it's because of your children, then the least thing that your children need from you in the UK is that time. So you want to make sure that you're able to earn more and work fewer hours. That is the ultimate objective. It's not working extra hours, 60, 70, 80, 90 hours a week. It is not sustainable. It is not a sustainable thing. I've been there. I know exactly what I'm talking about. And that's why I'm so passionate about bringing these career progression pathways to you. And because firsthand, I've seen the difference that it makes. Working 37 and a half hours a week and earning a lot more money. I earn more than triple what I used to earn before, but I do exactly the same number of hours as I've always done. It's made a massive, massive difference. So please, you want to make sure that you join that newsletter. You want to make sure that you drop any comments you have in the comment section, and I'll be able to answer them for you and just provide more information. But most importantly, do your research. These videos can only take in so much information. You need to do as much research as possible and make sure that you're not sleeping on information, but you're actually implementing. Like I've said, if you're watching my videos, you better be a high achiever because I don't want anybody here that isn't keen on career progression and that you're just being sluggish and you're going to do absolutely nothing. Thank you. Keep watching.